C for crayon. That's what I'll be painting today. Um, this is a challenge. This is the alphabet still life challenge, which is, I'm hosting on Instagram, and it has now week 4 over there, letter D. But doing a video has been like difficult for me during Ramzan, so here I am with week 3. Let us see. I'm going to be painting C for crayon, that is Crayola, and it's going to be a quick one, keeping it very simple, super quick. Okay, not going to go into a lot of details, super loose. That's how it's going to be. And the sketching is going to take some time. Trying to make it really fast. Yeah, that's how I'm going to be doing, really fast and quick. Making some kind of changes. Yeah, it's going to be really quick. Yeah, so got the basic. Should I do the writing with this? Yeah, maybe I'll just do the writing too. That's the reference. Yeah. With this, I'm going to be kind of scribbling. Yeah, we got the basic sketch. Let's start with the coloring. Not going to waste too much time. I'm going to do a quick one, as I said, as soon as I can get it, looking like crayons. That's the target. Using a large brush. Yeah, so I'm using gouache paints over here for this one. Kind of making it a nice yellow. Yeah. And now just darkening it a bit. Adding in some green. Adding in some white over here, just for bringing in some lights. Yeah, nice. This is just to add some kind of interest. We have now for the colors, that is the crayons, we have, I'm just going to make any color. I'm not, thinking too much. Just going in with very watery colors for the first. Um, I'm not going with the exact colors. I'm just adding colors that I want to add. Because after all, it's crayon set. And we can definitely... Now you can see instead of going with the opaque colors, I'm going in with quite watery colors. And this is so that I can add in more layers later on. This will just help me add more layers into it. When I shift into a smaller brush, it's going to be helpful. What's remaining? Adding a brown too. Nice. And maybe something dark. Now we've got this. There is some kind of blending also happening between the colors, and that's kind of okay. I take the yellow ochre. And what we call a background cardboard. And I'm kind of letting it mix into everything. Yeah, we're going to let everything blend into each other. And now I think I'm going to add in the layers with a slightly thinner brush. That will help me. More thicker paint. So now this is the color that I'm going for. Adding in a touch of white. And you can see that the writing is disappeared. But that's okay because we wanted that loose thing to come, and that just basically is going to form a guideline for the later on writing. Yeah. You add in more white, it's going to make it opaque. I'm kind of liking this now. Okay. Now for that green, going in with a light, slightly darker green, or a blue green, I should say. And again, here we can also go in this wipe off my brush. You can see we've got a nice shade over there. Do the same over here. So going in with this nice line. Now also, I think we should go in with the lettering. Maybe use a thinner brush or a round brush, maybe. I do have a thinner. Yeah, I'm going to be going in with this brush, and we're going to go in with the letters. A liner or a very thin brush is great. So we're writing Crayola. Now at first I was like, let's go really neat and tidy, but then I decided against it. That's I think looking much better. And we're going to be just giving the assumption of what it's going to be looking like. There's also red which says made in Canada. So let's write that. We have something like this made in here. Yeah. And it says non-toxic, again in green. That's it. So kind of nice. Got that thing ready. We're going to go in with that a little later. It also has a kind of a sticker which I forgot to draw, and now I'm drawing it with paint. Now this will have to be really like, because if I try to blend it more, the it'll pick up the color from below. So I'm going to be keeping it really as loose as I can. And it says the price basically. We're going to write that too. These are the basic details. So let's write that. It says Ram says, wait, let me just put it. It says Ram says, yeah, and it says $1.60. So, yeah, so I'm kind of liking that. Now let's work on this. We need to work on the what do you call the crayons, which are the main thing to be done. So for the crayons, now let's start with the violet one. So we have, now for this, I'm going to be using a little bit of the white, which is going to be, so this is going to take a little bit of time. This brush is too small. I'll use a bigger brush. Otherwise, I'll be taking hours to finish this off. We have like this. It has to, we want to do it quick. We're going to be taking in a little bit of that white to add just a touch of that, too much of water. Yeah, but nice, not bad. Let's go on the next color. But now I think I should go a little quicker. Keep the white ready. What I'm going to do is, just add white first on the lighter side. Then take in the darker color and add that. Oh god, too much water. It was too much water. Could also wipe it off. Yeah. So when we have this, now we're going to go in with that white thing for the lighter parts. It's going to be easy peasy blending it. Now for the darker lines. We could also add the name. You know, it has Yeah, that adds so much of dimension into it, right? Now for the yellow one, for the yellow one again, I'm going in with a little bit of that white. The water's gone really muddy now. I should have done the yellow first. Just darkening the yellow. Just a teeny weeny bit. So yeah, that's kind of good. Too wet. Try to keep a dry brush. That's messing up. I think I should just let it dry. Going in with the red. So we have this. Going in with full black. And you can see that just adding the right tone is going to be helpful. I'm kind of liking that. Just go in. Okay. So yeah, give me a moment. Sorry about that. Extremely sorry about that. So let's just finish this off a real quick way. we're going to go in with more white. Then add the darker one. Yeah. Adding in white. Just a wee bit. Going in again with this. Here the basic goal is just keeping it really light and loose. Take some clear white. And this is the brown one. Just adding the brown. The last one now. For the last one, I think I'll go with the green. Yeah, and this is really done. It is the basic. Definitely the yellow has gone quite muddy. So I'm going to be trying and adding in more. And maybe for the darker areas, kind of better. Taking in some more of that yellow. better. Quite better. Let's go with the background. That needs more white. Maybe a grayish. This is adding. Yeah, much better. Could add in a bit of that highlight or the shadows maybe over here. Yeah, much better. Let's have some background. So for the background, I think first I'll do in a shadow. We're going to be having so we have that shadow coming on this side. Let's go in with some muddy. Blending it a bit, taking in some more white. And so we're going to get some kind of basic goal is to just give, to show this shadow. So I'm going in with a very neutral light background color. Not quite happy with this one today, but I guess I was too preoccupied and I was thinking of quite a lot of other things while painting. Not bad, but not good too. I didn't like it so much. It is kind of loose. It looks like a box of crayons for sure. Maybe I could just have a little bit of splatter to make it look much. This is not so good for splatter. Yeah, I like that. Maybe take in a little bit of that white. So got everything there, but somehow just not very happy. Not very, very happy with it. Just adding in some variety. To hopefully, yeah, it is looking a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. I don't want to play around much. Definitely better than what it was. Just going in with a little bit of lighter color, a little bit of darker colors. And I think I'm done for now. So yeah, box of crayons for letter C. Tomorrow it's going to be letter D. Hopefully I'll be able to do it tomorrow at around 8:30. Until next time, take care, keep creating, and I'll see you soon for more art magic on Conversations with Canvas. Bye bye.